coming in and Sikamanu strolling through for the try in the 50.
And this is the way the two sides will take the field. A couple of changes for North Queensland. Out is Arana Tamata. As a result, Anthony Watts in 14 will move to 5/8 to partner Grant Ravelli in the halves. Willie Mason and Carl Webb swap spots. Webb preferred as a starting minute footballer. That means the bench is Mason, Nick Sliney, Isaac Almau and Jason Tomalolo making his debut. The coach is Neil Henry. Let's take a look at the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, and they are 1 through 17 as named on Tuesday. Roberts and Kamali are the halves. Hodgson, Ennis and Tandy up front. Idris, Ryan and Stagg is the back row. The coach is Kevin Moore. Our referees for tonight's contest are Jason Robinson in his 139th NRL game. And in his first one, Gavin Reynolds, a.k.a. Paul Gallen. Wait till you get a good close look at this young guy a little bit later. But the similarities, amazing. And I reckon he knows what we're talking about. He can see himself on the big screen. Good luck in his first outing in the top grade. A very accomplished NYC referee over the last couple of years, getting his chance late in 2010. Super Saturday continues on Fox Sports. First opportunity with the football goes to the Bulldogs, and a big bump off there, the right hip of Ryan Tandy into Willie Tonga. Tonga, a former Bulldog, as Kamali goes wide. Numbers on here, and called back it is. Wow.
Well, they're prepared to move the football on tackle to the Bulldogs, and it certainly worked for them. They dragged the numbers in. Willie Tonga very aggressive off the kickoff, made some good contact with Ryan Tandy. And I think they can...
Hold here, fellas.
Not complaining. I think the referees picked something up in the play the ball with Ryan Tandy, whether he didn't play it properly or whether he lost control playing the football. The passes looked all right. I completely missed it.
Here is Bolton, centre field, Kamali and Idris. Affecting the tackle. Bowen brings it wide. Out the back to Willie Tonga. He falls short of the line. Cowboys on the attack. Bowen to dummy half. Wide to Ravelli at first receiver. Crosses field. Heads towards the centre. He's brought down by Ennis and also Tandy. Ugly looking tackle, and the penalty comes right in front of the posts. And they've taken the quick tap. Anthony Watts flings it out the back over the shoulder of Scott Bolton. It's a try to the Cowboys in the opening 90 seconds. Ty Williams, the scorer.
All they do to score and build their confidence. And Ryan Tandy involved in 2 incidents already in this game. One turning over possession and then giving away a penalty under the sticks. Anthony Watts had a very good season for the North Queensland Cowboys, probably been their best player. Adds plenty of energy to this team, gets an opportunity in the starting side tonight. In the halves, passing the ball. Bolton couldn't control the pass, but it ended up in the arms of Ty Williams. A great start by the Cowboys.
Quickest score of the season for the Cowboys. And a huge test here for John Williams. A metre in from touch on the preferred side for a right foot kicker. Going to ride it with him 25 metres out. He strikes them well. Normally, not this time. Unsuccessful 4-0 the Cowboys, just the start they needed.
Yeah, you didn't want to be a passenger on that kick, Randy.
No.
Missed. But Anthony Watts taking a quick tap, playing on very quickly and catching the Bulldogs short of numbers. Ty Williams playing on the left side of the field. We thought that may have happened. Putting Ty Williams up against Rowie Carver. The man playing his second game, and the clash between Willie Tonga and Josh Morris will happen on that right side of the field for the Cowboys.
An average kick off, to say the least, from the Bulldogs there. It went straight to Scott Bolton in sort of middle land there, middle field. Bolton was easily able to get it up to the 30-metre. As a result, tackle 3 right on halfway for Williams. Short side for the other Williams in this footy side. I speak of John. And the Cowboys on their toes, the Dogs on their heels. This is Scott again playing on to Payne, further into Bowen. Out it goes. Leaves an arm now and 12 tackled in the headgear. Payne to Bowen. Grubbers through. Luke Patton tested at the back. And off the Bulldogs. In fact, I think it may have even been grounded by Luke Patton. Chest on ball in goal. He was patient, the veteran.
A terrific start by the North Queensland Cowboys, playing at a speed we haven't seen them play at for a long time. They're controlling things very well. Matt Bowen getting highly involved. Kicking down a short side, perfectly weighted kick into the in goal. Patton was wanting it to go dead. Had to make a play of it at it. And the Bulldogs find themselves under pressure early in the game with big Charlie Webb carrying the ball forward.
The big boy had an indifferent year. Big Carl in his 16th game tonight. He's played a little bit of Queensland Cup, a lot of footy from the bench as well. Tonight he starts in place of Willie Mason. Cowboys inside the 20, penalty number 2 right on the 5-minute mark.
Well, the discipline's been poor to start this game from the Bulldogs. 2 penalties, a sloppy play of the ball, and the Cowboys are dominating possession. They can score plenty of points, the Cowboys, if you want to continually give them the football.
They have had all the football, apart from that opening run from Ryan Tandy. All the footy has been the Cowboys, and down this end, this is Anthony Watts. Nice tackle from Tandy, denying the interchange number 6 tonight. Carl Webb beaten by Jamal Idris there, and a good chest on chest. Back to Aaron Payne. He grubbers through. It's on here for the Cowboys. Johnny Williams, has he scored?
Tackle straight calls, just a grounding on the dead ball line, please.
It's going to be awfully close to the dead ball line, this one. But if body language is an accurate indicator here, expect to see try, because Williams has got up all smiles.
Great work from Aaron Payne and the Cowboys. They've got some versatility happening tonight with their key men in Watts, Payne and Matty Bowen. Watts and Payne are sharing the responsibilities in a dummy half and alternating between that and first receiver. And Matty Bowen is finding himself up in the front line as well. And Aaron Payne, a well-placed kick into the in goal, and Williams grounds the football, and a terrific start from the Cowboys. Where has this been?
2 tries inside 6 minutes. And it's the Williams doing all the scoring. Ty and John.
Thanks, Bill.
Wonderful start for the Cowboys. We're 6 minutes in, and the Bulldogs have had 1 hitter only. 91% of the football has been in the hands of the Cowboys.
Well, usually they're slow starters, the North Queensland Cowboys. This is only the 2nd time they've scored more than 7 points in the opening 20 minutes of a contest this season. So their starts have been slow. And the opposition teams have been able to apply points and pressure. And the Cowboys have always been playing off the back foot. But tonight they'll play from in front. And they look a very well-organised team, a very spirited team.
John Williams from almost an identical spot to where he took the last conversion attempt a couple of minutes ago. That one was unsuccessful. Started left and it remained left. Lesson learned, or will he just simply strike this one better?
Steps in. There he comes.
Steps in. This is a better looking kick. Has it got the legs? Oh, yes it does. Only just. That's enough to bring a smile to your face as we go down onto the sideline with Scotty Sattler.
Yeah, guys, well, the first 7 minutes got everything, hasn't it? But I was going to say before the game that this game is going to be decided on who's got the best right side defence. Both sides concede most of their tries on the right side defence, and it's no secret that both tries for the Bulldogs have been on that right side. Great intense start by these forwards for the Cowboys.
Move now! Step back and hold. Keep
Maintaining momentum, a key for the Cowboys with a 10-0 start inside 7.5. This is Bolton, who had a biting charge dismissed at the NRL judiciary on Wednesday night. Ball comes out.
Get off the ball.
The referee says it was helped out.
Andrew.
And Andrew Ryan, the captain's been called over here.
There's two of the slowest play the balls all year, and then you come up with the ball causing them to dislodge it. 3 very early penalties.
Yeah.
You guys are going to have to...
I know. They're totally different ones. But on those ones, can you get the proper ref to tell? The boys are saying they can't hear what the call is. They thought it was a dominant call.
You work on my
Yeah,
call
I know, but
as
they
per
couldn't
normal.
hear.
As per normal.
Asking the question, as he has to, the skipper. Well, I think in that debate, the referee won again.
Yeah, he handled it nicely, Jason Robinson. Very calm and collected. The Cowboys, it's been a terrific start for them. Carl Webb carrying the ball forward with plenty of gusto tonight.
Here is Matt Scott again, the Queensland representative. That's his 4th hit up for tonight. Surely the Bulldogs have got to get a chance with the football at some stage. Up to almost 9 minutes. Here is Watts out of dummy half, playing back to Ravelli. Further now to Bowen. Ty Williams. Good defence there. Daniel Rowie Carver. Brett Kamali also involved in the tackle. Aaron Payne playing here at second receiver. And it's Anthony Watts playing dummy half a lot of the time. Just giving Payne a little free rein here. Opposite side of the ruck to Grant Ravelli.
Surrender!
This is Willie Tonga taken to the ground. The final play here, a gain of 25 metres for the Cowboys as they go to Watts. He pumps it across field looking for John Williams. Has that gone forward or has Ty Williams scored?
Tackle 6, both groundings, please, and the contest.
Well, no one looks really confident here, neither the Bulldogs or the Cowboys. I don't think they're quite sure who had the last touch or the first initial touch on the football and whether they knocked it forward or knocked it back. Watts kicks it, and the first thing we're checking for is onside, and that's okay. And then it's a contest between Turner and Williams. And John Williams has touched the football, knocked it forward.
Knock on, let's go.
Yeah, we need one look at that.
Phil Cooley is the video referee.
We might have another one just to be sure.
To be sure.
To be sure.
And no try will be the ruling.
Able to play.
Everyone's being a little cautious this week, aren't they? They don't want to join Billy Harrigan at home on the couch, I guess.
Have one look, get on with it.
Thanks, Chris.
It was there in the first replay we saw.
No try is the ruling. It's the correct ruling, so
Back
let's
here, guys. It's in the field of play.
run with it.
So it's last tackle changeover.
Last tackle changeover. Back we go.
Well, it
It's
happened
a
in the field of
handover
play.
play.
Yes,
Bulldogs ball. Wait for the whistle, Brett.
Probably would have only just been in the field of play.
Well, he's in the air.
Wait on the line.
He was in the air.
Go.
May have looked as though he was in the end goal, but he leaped from the field of play, knocked it forward.
Okay, that's the Bulldogs' second hit up after 9.5 minutes. Here is Tandy. Well, I guess going by the maths has done 2/3 of the offensive work for the Dogs. 2 of the 3 hit ups. Here is Ennis playing short to Hodgson, back to Stagg, on to Roberts. It's on here. They had about 6-on-1, the Bulldogs, but Ben Roberts was wrapped up securely by Aaron Payne. David Stagg tackled as Neil Henry looks on. Ben Roberts downfield, taken easily and well by Matt Bowen. Really didn't have to move from where he was standing.
He slipped there, Matty Bowen.
Thanks, Mick.
It looks as though he's rediscovered his speed, starting to get back to somewhere near his brilliant best. Been a horrific time for him. But let's hope, for the Cowboys' sake, and for Matty Bowen's sake, that he gets back to somewhere near his best. And he's looking as though he is doing that.
Bolton again, heavily involved in the set. Late set play here, now to Anthony Watts. Short ball there to Matt Scott, running back towards the ditch, just behind the markers. Over to Carl Webb, back to Aaron Payne, and now to Matt Bowen. Last tackle, and Carl Webb He got a little confused there. He heard the ref say this is the last. Now I've got the football in my hand. What am I meant to do? Josh Morris with his first touch.
Well, I know what the Bulldogs need to do. They need to control their set, get down the other end of the field. They're looking tired at the moment.
Surrender!
12 tackles from the Cowboys so far. 55 tackles the Bulldogs have been forced to make. And driven there. Very strong defensively was Ravelli and also Williams on young Steve Turner. Ennis over to Roberts. Dummies. Then Grubbers. Regathers. Has Morrissey passed early. Morris just sprints to the line. Looks to the outside. And the Doggies have handed it over.
Well, what about the acceleration of Josh Morris? I thought he was nearly going all the way. I thought Ben Roberts passed early. He passed to Josh Morris. He didn't commit the fullback. Watch here. Beautiful work from Roberts, and then he passed. If he had run it a little bit further, he would have committed Ashley Graham, and then it would have been just a race between Bowen and Morris to the line.
I reckon Benny Roberts would like that all over again as Bolton.
Well, you have to stay composed and calm when you break a line, whether it's through a kick or a line break. And there's a forward pass against the Cowboys. The thing's starting to fall apart now for them. They've had a line break against them, and now a forward pass, putting themselves under pressure. But that should have been a 4-pointer to the Bulldogs. There you can see just getting a little bit fancy around that dummy half area. Watts passing back the other side. Ty Williams just over running it. Always susceptible to a forward pass.
Falling, Brett.
You don't get the timing right.
Beautiful day here in Townsville. For us New South Welshmen, it was absolutely summer-like conditions today. I think I spotted Scotty Sattler in his
Tony Abbott's
in his Tony Abbott's out by the pool at some stage, just soaking a few of them up. Penalty here to the Dogs.
Play on.
Nick Ennis.
Offside.
Takes the quick one, runs right into Matt Scott.
There we go.
1-0 Ennis. That was a goodie. Here is the 8, Hodgson. Dogs' first opportunity to camp down in the go zone as Roberts goes wide to Kamali. Back to Idris. Tries to trample over one, but hanging on. Down low was Grant Ravelli. Now to the veteran number 7, the 300-gamer, who travels across field to Ben Roberts. Steps off his left a couple of times. Now heads back towards where the ruck was. It's brought down by the front row of Scott and Webb. Ennis. Back to Tandy, a nicely worked play. Flicked out the back to Kamali. And that is horrible. That is just horrible from the Doggies.
Horrible from the Doggies, but great defence from the Cowboys. They work really hard for one another. Back on the inside, the tackle on Ryan Tandy was an absolute cracker.
The 7 Cowboys on the 10 metres. Not only that, set the first set.
And then David Stagg couldn't control the football, but there was more commitment. And it's just a way that not that they've had to do a great deal of defence, but they've been prepared to actually jam in with their shoulders tonight, the Cowboys. And their first up contact's been good.
Out. I'll take tackle 1. Up now. Square. Yours.
Okay, Jason Robinson from the pocket position was just about to give Gavin Reynolds his first chance as the head official there, and a mistake from the Cowboys.
They're starting to get sloppy with the football, the Cowboys. Played football, and Johnny Williams' attention to detail not there. Putting themselves under pressure once again. Let's see whether they have the same resolve and commitment in this defensive line that they showed us in their last set of 6.
Out wide to Morris. Bumps off Tonga initially. Tonga came back for a little more, so too did Payne. Ryan.
2.
Left second rower. Idris is on the right. Camp wide on this side. David Stagg at first receiver. Plays back on the inside to Michael Hodgson. Spent some time at the Raiders and also the Eels. Comfortable at the Dogs. Roberts to Kamali. Rushing defence from Bolton gave the little bloke absolutely nowhere to go. They're going backwards here at the moment. Just without the zip they need, and Idris puts it down.
There was no timing in their play.
Now I'll try and give you a set, Funky.
There is no timing in anything that they're doing. They're cramping one another, and they're just not executing well enough with the football to apply a great deal of pressure on the Cowboys. The Cowboys are turning it over to them and providing them some chances, but the Bulldogs are off the pace with their execution. Everything's in slow motion.
Oh, here, don't go early. It's
Not crisp enough with the football. They're hesitant.
Cut backwards.
You can't be hesitant when you're playing in the NRL. You need to be confident, and you need to play with speed. And you need to attack the opposition defence.
This is Tonga, now 25 metres out from his own line, and a real reprieve on a couple of occasions for the Cowboys as Bolton finds open space. It was a good ball from Ashley Graham, and Bolton slips before he meets the fullback in Luke Patton. Williams now to Willie Mason, who is on the field, taking the place of Carl Webb, and he is Free Willie at the moment. A bit of rain going wide against his former club. Anthony Watts now to Matt Bowen, back on the inside in 13 tonight. Ben Harris, of course, no Luke O'Donnell, still out with a knee injury. Saw him earlier in a knee brace. Deep kick here for Turner. Who was that off?
I think it was off Stevie Turner.
It was.
He was well positioned, Turner. He was deep in his in goal.
They fancy their chances with John Williams over Steve Turner, don't they?
Yeah, they certainly do. He's rising above Steve Turner, but he just can't make the play on the football at the moment. That's a lovely hole from Scott Bolton. He's found himself in that position a lot this season.
Let's go, Brad.
He's an emerging back rower. The thing I like about him, he gets through plenty of work, but he's also got the ability to break the line. If you're a ball player, you'd love to play with Scott Bolton. He's prepared for collision. And he'll wear that collision, but invariably he'll find himself also in some space. As Mason carries the ball again, juggles it before he gets to the line, but controls it.
Hit well there by Hodgson initially. Stagg and also Ryan came in on the tackle. Willie lost his duds there.
Who is it?
Thankfully he had the skins on.
Josh!
Watts into dummy half, scooting out to this left side. Numbers again. Bolton looking to steamroll or bulldoze Brett Kamali. Wide to Ty Williams as Ty scored. We're going to the video ref.
That'll be tackle for.
Well, he braced himself, Ty Williams, and hit the hole.
Movement, or even, in fact, he gets to the goal.
Watts once again directing the play to this side of the field.
There's issues this side of the field defensively, isn't there, for the Dogs, because the Cowboys keep persevering.
Well, he's short there and then finds himself. I was going to say on the line, but I don't think the ball has touched the ground. It touches the ground there, but as he moves it forward, I think it's his own hand under the football, and then a Bulldogs player, and I think it's Rowie Carver, is able to get his hand underneath it. Look, I think there's some ground there. I think the ball has touched it. I wasn't so sure. But that's just momentum taking him across the line. I don't believe it's a double movement, so I think we can rule that out.
Can you say that he got the footy down?
Well, I think there. I think the initial sort of bounce and then placement, that's a try, and then the hands have been put under the football. Look, I'm prepared to go benefit of the doubt. But this is, I suppose, where it's difficult, because what I'm thinking, what you're thinking, what the video referee is thinking, may be all different.
Here we go. Ref's call. And the ref says it's a try. It's 2 to Ty Williams in the opening quarter of this game.
Look at Watts getting out of dummy half. It was a legs tackle by Brett Kamali. There was no marker. He was out of there. All the good dummy halves love seeing that. Looking up, no marker. They get out of there. And then when you're that close to the line, you're looking for players to put their body on the line and hit holes. And he did that, Ty Williams. He's earned himself a double in the opening 19.5 minutes of the game.
5 tries in the last couple of weeks, and all of them have been since Ty announced that he was retiring at the end of the year. If he had have displayed this type of form offensively and defensively over the last couple of years, he would be going on. Geez, playing some good footy, some strong footy. 1 from 2 so far for this man.
Very unlike you, Grace.
And John Williams again steers it towards the post, but just a little left, so the scoreline remains 14 points to 0. A quarter of the game gone as we head sideline with Scott.
Well, again, it's down the right-hand side of the Bulldogs' defence where a lot of their weaknesses have been. But Anthony Watts, the man who has really stood up when Jonathan Thurston has been out injured this year, he's had a great season for the Cowboys. What has been interesting is both he and Aaron Payne have been sharing their dummy half duties on different parts of the field. But signing with the Roosters next year, Anthony Watts, great season this year, a good buy for the Roosters.
Yeah, I agree, Sats. A real good buy for the Roosters. He adds some genuine footy to the side. He also adds just a little bit of mongrel. Here's Bowen playing inside to Mason. David Stagg involved in the tackle, but it was an incomplete one, and here goes Watts. Gee, the Cowboys are making this look real easy over the Dogs tonight as Mason charges into Ennis.
There's no attitude with the Bulldogs' defence. Their line speed is non-existent. Their contact is poor, and the Cowboys are running roughshod all over them.
Awkward bounce here. Into touch it goes. It will be a Cowboys loose head, feet, and ultimately possession.
Well, just look at the body language from the Bulldogs just walking back to the scrum. They're playing as if their season is all over and this is the last game. That's the way they look at the moment, the Bulldogs. And the Cowboys look as though they're a team that are still alive in the competition. You know, there's not great body language, not a great deal of talk going on from the Bulldogs, just going through the motions. There's nothing aggressive about anything that they're doing. Looking as though they want the easy tackle or the easy run rather than being committed to the cause. And
how a game changes, and so early. The first hit up Ryan Tandy. The Bulldogs spread the ball and had a 4 or 5 on 1 overlap. But the referee found something in the play the ball. They would have gone and scored that. It would have been 6-0 Dogs inside 60 seconds.
Yeah, but they didn't. No. And that's the thing. You need to be able to wear those type of decisions.
Agreed.
And from there, they didn't see the football and conceded 2 tries.
Yes.
In the next period. If you're up and you're ready to rock and roll in a game and match the intensity and enthusiasm of your opponent, you don't concede tries in the opening minutes, in the opening exchanges.
Stagg again at first receiver and just straightening the line a little, David. We had Michael Hodgson running off his left hip. Now doing it solo as Michael Ennis. Just exposing the markers there that were stationary. Really back on their heels. They weren't out quickly. Here is Ben Roberts. A couple of changes from Kevin Moore. Likewise for Neil Henry. It'll drain the players tonight, the conditions here. David Stagg secured, last tackle. Centre field, Kamali is this side. That's where they go, to the little number 7. He pumps it over the top looking for Steve Turner. And Ty Williams takes it into touch, but he does so after a Bulldogs knock on, so it is a Cowboys footy.
Well, if the Cowboys fancy their chances in the air against Steve Turner, the Bulldogs fancy their chances against John Williams. He makes the play at the football. Stevie Turner knocks it forward, but Ty Williams was there to cover just in case. It wasn't knocked forward. But again, nothing was really happening for the Bulldogs in that set of 6. That's a good run by Matt Scott.
Tradesman's run that one. And he's doing it more regularly this season than he has in seasons past, Matty Scott. And again. Hit up 1, hit up 3. David Stagg He'll get through a mountain of defence tonight already. 16 tackles as Watts chips over. Came off Ravelli's legs, then Watts' legs. Still game on here. Watts kicks it straight to Goodwin. An awkward little passage of play for the Bulldogs because the Cowboys are somewhat carefree and the Dogs are finding it hard to contain them.
Look at his time over again, Anthony Watts. I think he might have made a play at the football. Not here, but just here. Had plenty of time just to pick it up, and the Bulldogs defenders were back. So there was a chance there for the Cowboys. Instead, he kicked it. He cursed himself when he did that. Michael Innes now out of dummy half, finding Ben Roberts, who turns the football over. They're their own worst enemies.
The Bulldogs' completion rate is horrific. 4 from 10 in 25 minutes of football. Just a poor carry from Benny there.
Well, he'd be disappointed, Kevin Moore. I mean, you still have 3 games to play, even though your season's over. But everyone takes pride in their own performance. And at the moment, they're not showing it. And they're not showing it for the colours they wear.
Arms right around. Get in there. Straight runner, Dino.
Graham across field, one of just 3 players that has played in every game this year for the Cowboys, along with Scott Bolton and also Willie Mason. All 21 gamers this year.
Milking.
Bolton plays it back to Williams. Driven to the ground. Halatau initially, then Stagg as Watts dances out from dummy half and towards the 40-metre line.
They're just getting carved on the ground. The Cowboys are winning the play-the-ball battle.
Mason's short delivery there to Benny Harris. Another one of the former Bulldogs in this Cowboys lineup. Up we go. Dangerously close to the sideline, allowing the Cowboys to play at it. And Goodwin comes up with it and then gets belted by 4 of the locals. Morris thought about passing there under a little bit of defensive pressure. Patton out of dummy half. Up over 20. Jamal Idris looking to re-enter the battle here. Dean Halatau being tended to by Tony Ayew. Backfield here. So a forced change for Kevin Moore. The last thing he needs at this point in time as Morris goes to Ennis. Ennis trying to get over the top of Willie Tonga.
Roberts in front.
Kamali looking for the sideline. And he finds it. Matt Bowen showing no great urgency to keep the football in play. We take a look at Dean Halatau and they're looking at that right knee.
He's got it strapped, Dean Halatau. He hasn't had a great year as far as injuries are concerned. He's only played, this is his 8th game. He was a major off-season signing, but hasn't been able to get regular game time. You mentioned urgency. And the Bulldogs are showing none of that.
No.
Even just going to that scrum. Yes, they're tired. Yes, they're fatigued, but there's just no urgency in what they're doing at the moment.
Here is Tonga trying to step his way through the line. Was taken chest on chest by Mickey Payer. The Armagh boys in force tonight, Isaac and Leeson, both playing for Neil Henry. Both on the footy field. That was Isaac. Busy tonight. Ty Williams already a double. Aaron Payne. Over to Leeson now. And the last tackle now for the Cowboys. Getting up to that half-hour mark, and they've dominated 14 points to 0. Bowen goes over the top. Poorly placed kick. Daniel Rowie Carver fields it and does so easily.
It's about the only thing he's done wrong tonight, Matty Bowen. Misplaced kick. I love it when Bowen gets up in that front line. Takes it upon himself to get heavily involved. He's had to do that with no Jonathan Thurston. He's got great vision. He's got great sleight of hand. Just needs to back his ability a little bit more. There's a high tackle there.
Lees an arm out high on David Stagg. It was a goodie.
Leeson or Isaac?
Leeson, that one.
Yeah. Now brothers.
Yeah. The reaction perhaps looked a little worse than what the initial contact was. But by the laws, a penalty.
Well, let's see what the Dogs have got for us here. Starting with their first carry. Payer carrying it forward. That's a better determined run.
I understand playing with a little bit of width there, the Bulldogs, but really it's getting the defence up in the face of the front row and not allowing him to wind up to meet the defence by going 2 passes wide. Here is Kamali back on the inside to Stagg, and it's the other arm out brother there, Isaac, just searching a little high. And it's back to Idris, it opens up, and Big Jamal finds points. The Bulldogs, it has taken them 30 minutes of pretty painful footy to find their first points here in Townsville, but they do so with a nicely worked play.
Well, it was an aggressive run by Jamal Idris. He was prepared to run and cop a bruise if he had to. So there was urgency on his behalf and a bit of intent and a bit of enthusiasm. And it started in the first carry from Payer.
Yep.
And that set the tone for that set of 6. They won the ruck, then off a fast play the ball, back on the inside. He's a difficult player to contain in that situation. Jamal Idris, it's a favourite play for the Bulldogs. Picking him up, coming back on the inside.
From centre to back row at such a tender age.
Scary thought when he develops.
He's only a baby still.
Good guess, Leslie.
Okay, 14 points to 6. Let's go sideline with Scotty.
Well, maybe that might inspire the Bulldogs with these final 8.5 minutes, but just the report on Dean Hallertau, who came off about 5 minutes ago for the Bulldogs. It's a recurring medial ligament in his knee that you seen that was strapped before the game. There we see him on screen now. But it's something he's going to get surgery for at the end of the year, and they're thinking that he probably will not get back for the rest of the game. 4th interchange already for the Bulldogs in 25 minutes. So let's hope they've got some on the bench for the remainder of that second half.
Yeah, that's a concern, isn't it, Scotty? In these conditions, very humid. Wonderful if you're on this side of the fence, but if you're on the playing field, conditions like this will sap you. Dogs, such a crucial set, this one, after their first scoring play. Here is Payer bouncing through. That's what they need. Geez, he went another 12 metres with a couple on his back. Ennis dummying once, playing on the inside to Ryan, then to Patton, and now to David Stagg. Where did this come from?
That's better from the Bulldogs. Running to break the line, running to get that extra metre and combining through the middle. Nice interchange of passing there between Ryan and Patton.
Last tackle now. Kamali over the top, and not his best kick, straight to John Williams. He finds Matt Bowen, and now he's looking for space.
Dominant tackle!
He grabbed his knee late on that run, or as he fell, Matty Bowen. Thankfully, he's up and moving about. Ashley Graham, former Eel. And the wingers, with illustration of the game plan here, employed by Neil Henry and what he expects from his 2 and 5. As Bowen bangs it downfield. Goodwin has a play at it. It goes backwards, but he's back on his own goal line. And the Cowboys' chase was a beauty, led by Willie Tonga.
Great work from Willie Tonga. Getting down there, making the tackle, and Bryson Goodwin. Morris from dummy half. Still going, gets the football away to Goodwin.
Back to Ennis, now on to Payer. He picks out Bolton and runs straight at him, and Mickey Payer's added plenty since coming on.
Back here, mate. That's it, 2.
Ennis short side. Trying to straighten here. Bulldogs.
Go, 3.
Kamali inside to Patton. Saw the frame of Ben Harris moving over towards him. Just limited his run a little bit there. On the outside here to Morris. Back on the inside to Goodwin. A grubber through. Andrew Ryan is chasing here, and Grant Ravelli forced to make a play at it.
Well, it was good work from the Bulldogs, in particular Ben Roberts just drifting across the field, and Grant Ravelli getting back there to help his teammates out when the kick was put through from Bryson Goodwin. Andrew Ryan was chasing it. Ravelli was hoping it was going to roll dead, but in the end he had to make a play at it.
A couple of horrible bounces for Grant Ravelli there.
Yeah, he looked as though he's going to pick it up there early and return it into the field of play, but not to be. And now the Cowboys are under a little bit of pressure. Jonathan Thurston in the moon boot looking on from the sideline. He'd be keen to see his team stay strong here and not concede points heading into half-time, being the better side. Mickey Pay has certainly made a huge difference to the Bulldogs with the way that he's carried the football tonight. Starting on the interchange bench.
Only had a handful of runs, but hasn't he had an impact?
Well, he's showing them what to do and how it's done.
Kamala used as the decoy, back to Stagg. Dogs trailed 14-0. Looking here to get back within 2 in the minutes before half-time.
Well, they tried this play earlier in the night with Ryan Tandy. It's a little play they're starting to develop at the Bulldogs, but they just haven't got the timing right on it, where Ennis fakes to go one way and then turns it back on the inside to a big forward.
Time to go back to practice on Tuesday, I think, before we whip it out on the weekend.
Well, it's similar to the play that Nathan Friend and Anthony Frankie do at the Gold Coast Titans, and Aton and Gallen have developed at the Sharks.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Grant, don't go early, mate. Stay next to it, Ben.
Anthony Watts looking to get back into this footy game. Just 4 minutes before half-time. They're wasting an interchange here, the Cowboys, as Ben Harris comes from the field, and a penalty to the Cowboys, who were doing this easy a while back, with the Bulldogs starting to turn around a share of possession. Their energy levels have lifted. As a result, they're more competitive on the scoreboard.
Well, they've stopped that flow of points, and that's what they needed to do. They've been able to claw their way back into it. For the dominance that the Cowboys have had, an 8-point lead is not insurmountable.
Mason to play the ball back to Anthony Watts and onto Grant Ravelli. Now running the line, arm now.
Move, Cruz! Left side!
We saw the Cowboys score all their 3 tries on this left-hand side of the field. It continues a trend that's been going all of 2010. Their left-hand side is their go-to side in regards to points, as Willie Tonga is driven across the sideline. Mid-count there. The Cowboys have scored 29 left field tries compared to just 14 right field tries.
And that in itself says that there's a problem with the way they're defending on that side of the field. But he just got himself caught in an awkward position there. Willie Tonga stepping back in. He was caught under the football. And then the man defending on the inside was able to carry him across with the help of Josh Morris. Carry him over the sideline. It's all about body position when you're carrying the football close to the sideline.
It's the try scorer, Idris. Good work here. Rowie Carver in 4.
Come on, you 10, let's wait.
It's had a busy start to the night, defensively more so than offensively. Kaya again. Kamali. Idris. The cutout pass. Now onto Rowie Carver, just short of halfway. Getting to late count as Kamali finds Paya back on the inside. Conservative football from the Bulldogs here. There's an opportunity to go round the Cowboys here. And Morris knocks it on.
If you've got an opportunity to go around a defensive team, you need to execute. Yep. And you need to hit your speed men out in front with the pass. And on that occasion, he just had to turn. Josh Morris. The timing, once again, is not there. Just halts the momentum. And I know they're trying to get a little bit of pass in their game. But one player, Jamal Idris, I'm happy if I'm defending him and he passes. Yeah. I don't want Jamal Idris winding up coming at me. If he's prepared to just run and tip on, I'm happy with that.
I reckon you'd be reasonably happy if Mickey Payer developed an offload. Anything but. Here is Ravelli, back to Bowen. This is where they've found some success. Again, looking for John Williams. But before the Williams boys could get there, into touch it went. Lee Patton almost jumped in the medicab there.
Yeah. Take him to the sheds at half-time.
In the shadows of the break.
Matty Bowen just kicking it through. Had too much on it, the general. Always had it covered. The Bulldogs will be the last team to have the football before half-time, so it looks.
Travelling across field, Payer. Hope you're enjoying Super Saturday. Big footy games tomorrow right here on your sports leader Fox Sports. Lou Patton to Jamal Idris. Nice ball to Daniel Rowie Carver. And he drops it in one. That pretty much sums up the first 40 minutes for the Bulldogs. Not their best performance of the season. The half-time, it is the Cowboys 14, the Bulldogs 6.
It's back, bigger than ever. Harvey Norman's 4-day sale on now. Save $436 on this HP quad-core laptop with funky graphics, now a red-hot $7.99. Get this roomy 410-litre fridge for only $4.99. Up to 40% off selected furniture floor stock. Up to 45% off mattresses, ensembles and Manchester. Many more Harvey Norman's deals in store. Don't miss this opportunity to save. Big on range, big on brands, even bigger on savings. It's Harvey Norman's. Ends Monday. Hurry!
Father's Day last year, she got Dad a man bag. So she's getting the Geelong Trade Toolbox 3-pack for $69.95.
So what happened to his man bag?
I don't know.
Get into your local Home Timber and Hardware.
The proper hardware store.
Good morning.
Good morning.
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 Going to be all right.
I went fishing in Matini the other day and I ran into this charter boat.
What, you didn't see it?
No, anyway, because I've got RACQ boat insurance, I'm covered.
How could you not see a charter boat?
Whether you want to cover your boat against damage or just for the damage it may cause, talk to us. From $89 a year, we'll help you wherever we can.
Charter boat? What charter boat?
RACQ Insurance. Wouldn't be without them.
Impressive, enjoyable, and wait for it, brilliant. The Kazashi really shines on the road. Introducing a stunning new luxury sports sedan with individual styling and dynamic performance. The all-new Kazashi from Suzuki. Start your senses.
Pizza Hut is delivering big dinner value. With Pizza Hut's legendary dinner box, get our famous deep pan pizza, Tuscany pasta, 4 new twist-ups and garlic bread from just $19.95 picker. It's got something for everyone.
Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc. Sauvignon Blanc.
Bottle boy, what are you doing?
I'm an actor. I'm getting into character for the Bottle Mart wine ad. Pinot Gris.
You're in character. You're a bottle. Be the bottle.
Looking for your favourite Sauvignon Blanc, Shiraz or any other wine? All day, every day, you're better off at Bottle Mart.
Catch. And with the first opportunity with the footy, the home side in this second half. Yet to see Ben Barber for the Bulldogs, and yet to see Jason Tamalolo on debut for the Cowboys. A young back rower. He's played 21 NYC games. Started in just 6 of them only and is getting his chance in the top grade tonight. So obviously, big rap on the young bloke. Bowen, and a very reliable right foot. A couple of bounces into the shins of Luke Patton. And it is little Mango in number 1 there to affect the tackle along with Aaron Payne.
Work on it, Rob Hagan again.
8 points of difference, and that's what the Dogs need. The darts out of dummy half, a little bit of security in their football. This bloke from mine has been their best in limited minutes, but he's laid a platform as Turner again involves himself. He does so on the inside of the Ben Roberts pass.
I should be taking a leaf out of Payer's book. There's meters there if they're prepared to go forward and really fight for every metre and run with an intensity and a commitment to break the line, and that's what he's doing. He's not doing anything special. He's not passing the football. He just wants to run and break the line.
Doing the dirty work here from their backfield, and no more reliable than this man. Scott Bolton had an 11 tackle, 13 possession first half. Playing left, John Williams. In fact, it's Ashley Graham in 2, should I say, the other winger. And to Grant Ravelli on the inside. He finds Isaac Armau. Just his 4th game for Neil Henry this year. They've used 30 players in total, the Cowboys, this season. The Bulldogs, 33, which is very much on the high side. Pretty good indicator of A, form, and also B, an injury toll for Kevin Moore. As we head down to the sideline, Scotty Sattler with a report of what both coaches said at halftime.
Yeah, Andy, well, Neil Henry very happy with the first 20 or 30 minutes, but a little bit concerned about the middle of the ruck, the inroads that the Bulldogs were making when their fresh reserves came on. So he really just wants them to tie the middle of the ruck up. Don't lose that battle. On the other hand, Kevin Moore was all about the middle of the ruck. We made some inroads. Mickey Payer came on, made some good busts. Continue to do that, cross the plays, get Luke Patton heading up the middle, trying to make some inroads as much as possible. They think they can score some points that way.
Benny Roberts has had a night he'd rather forget, hasn't he? A couple of handling errors, possession errors.
Yeah, well, he's created a line break through a lovely grubber kick. He created a opportunity for Josh Morris, but the execution on the end of the pass wasn't great. A couple of knock-ons. He's a very talented player, Ben Roberts, when he gets it right. But he just needs to be more consistent with his performances.
Tonga looks to get on the outside of Morris here. Good battle between these two. Very different footballers by build and also by style. Anthony Watts, who I heard Peter Sterling say recently, every time he looks at him, he reminds me of Robbie Slater, former Soccer International and Fox Sports commentator. Gee, there's a resemblance too. Expect to see Anthony Watts fronting up some of Fox Sports A-League commitments over summer. That's him in 14, wide to Ravelli. Short ball running a brave line as Bolton. He flicks it out the back, and play on is the call. The ball found its way into the hands of the Bulldogs. It was Steve Turner. Kevin Moore obviously tossing up from the coach's box when to throw Ben Barber into the game and where to throw Ben Barber into the game. Laurie, your thoughts, your theory?
I'd have Ben Barber out there now.
Yeah.
I think that the Bulldogs just need something, a bit of spark, a bit of speed, a bit of energy, just going through the motions.
Would have you used him first half?
I think I would have.
Okay. Because I guess there's the other theory that they're playing disorganised footy and...
Well, I know they had no football to start the game. I think if you're on the back foot, you lose your direction, you lose some energy within your football team. Here's a guy that can spark you into action. And if you start to score points when you're fatigued, all of a sudden you forget about being fatigued. You know, when you start to do a lot of work, your body convinces your brain. But it needs to be the other way around. The brain needs to tell the body, I'm not tired, I can push through this.
My brain and my body don't talk very often. Here's Hamau. Bounces out of a couple. Oh, throws Ben Roberts off and is tackled by Chrissy Armour. Here is Ravelli, and a bit of momentum and a bit of speed in how they're doing it to Ty Williams. Ball goes back, but knocked on is the ruling. Ben Barber is just moments, we think, away from making his way onto the field. Some 6 minutes into this second half.
Jamal Idris has knocked that back. He didn't knock it on. Should have been a play on to the Bulldogs, but they will get the feed. There he is, up off his chair, Benny Barber.
I thought Jamal Idris knocked this on. I thought it would have been a Cowboys feed.
Yeah, I think he knocked it back towards his own try line, so it was a knock back.
What's the feed in this career? Get your feet back.
Play the ball, I thought, to the Bulldogs, but anyway.
Okay. Here's Patton.
Release now!
Taken, and well by Nick Sliney. It's him in 15 on the field. David Stagg, the NRL's equal top tackler per game. An average identical to that of Nathan Hindmarsh at 43.4 tackles a game, already 32 tonight. So you reckon he'll hit that mark and do so pretty easy here tonight. Slow play the ball there for Morris. Like the slow play the ball, you almost say the whole game has been slow for the majority. Kamali, rushed kick there. Ashley Graham, oh, had a nervous moment as the ball slipped from chest to belly, then got it off to Aaron Payne. Willie Tonga has missed it. And picking it up, Bryson Goodwin. So great opportunity for the Bulldogs. Early minutes, second half. Ennis playing the running forward role.
They're trying to be too adventurous there, the Cowboys, keeping the football alive. Instead, they've turned it over, and now the Bulldogs get first opportunity to post points in the second half. Mickey Payer again, a strong run with an offload to David Stagg.
Ben Barber is on the field playing right centre. And that was the plan for Barber early season, to play him at right centre, to play Morris at left centre. Across they go. Here is Barber. Attracts two defenders, Ty Williams and also Big Willie Mason. Back to Kamali, now on to Idris. Comes alive down in the go zone. Big Jamal already a try tonight and still powering his way towards the line. Would love a double. And the Cowboys are short on this side of the field. Oh, there was a debate from the referees there about whether they should check to see if that was a try. Andrew Ryan there throwing a forward pass. I'd love to have a look at that. I would love to have a look and see if Jamal Idris did get the ball down.
Anthony.
On the previous play.
Here,
that one ruled forward by Ryan.
Ruled forward, but it was well read by Ash Graham. He had plenty of numbers, but he made a decision that he was going to jam in. He put the pressure on Andrew Ryan. Idris short of the line there. Anthony Watts has got blood coming out of his cut above his eye by the looks of it. Idris just looking at the referee.
I could hear the two refs talking, saying we should have a look at this. Or should we have a look at this maybe? As
he didn't look too excited, Jamal Idris. I think if you thought you had the football on the line, you'd be screaming and yelling at the referee. It's a cool customer.
Oh, yeah.
Jamal started the game off with a headband, and I can see why. I don't know whether that's a cut that's been reopened or...
Little forward's tattoo, that is, just above the eye. Anthony Watts is going to walk away with one tonight as well.
Step it back, Bulldogs, please. Thanks. Yeah, I want them on the 10-ish.
You love his attitude, Anthony Watts. Love watching him play. He may have a mistake in him, but
hold the line, dog.
Just ultra competitive.
Yep.
Arms over. Heads down. Stay next to it, Ben. Ball in.
And the Cowboys survive. 14-6, the scoreline remains just over half hour of footy remaining. Hope you can join us for NRL Sunday tomorrow and NYC NRL double header from the national capital. Canberra Raiders, St George Illawarra Dragons. The main game kicks off at 2. You can join us for that one, and an absolute beauty on Monday night as Willie Mason comes from the field. It is the Sydney Roosters and the Gold Coast Titans from the Sydney Footy Stadium.
Ben, keep your arm out of there.
Another one I'm very much looking forward to.
Yeah, there's some tremendous games coming up, and they'll have a major bearing on the makeup of the top 8. So important, not only to win games, but you're for and against. You cannot give away cheap points.
Willie Tonga here is coming from the field as Luke Patton crosses the 10-metre line, but we saw him really struggle to play the ball in that last set of 6, and he's gone straight up the runway to the dressing room. So potentially both sides down to 16 footballers.
Well, this will test the Cowboys now. They started the game without O'Donnell. They started their game without Jonathan Thurston. And now one of their leaders, the outside back leader, Willie Tonga, has left the field. That leaves a big hole in the way that they will defend. It leaves a big hole in the way that they will attack.
Jamal Idris playing a little bit of footy into the line to find Luke Patton, and the ball comes free on the final play for the General. So we saw Willie Tonga go back to the dressing room. This is what happened.
Well, grimaces there. Willie Tonga struggles to get to his feet, but plays the ball.
Andrew!
He's got that right ankle strapped anyway. Oh, and he's also grabbed the orchestras. I hope it's an ankle or a knee and not something worse.
His hands on the football there. The General was claiming stripped out.
Stand up.
They've been lucky to get away with that, Ty Williams, but they needed it. There's some opportunities out there for the Bulldogs. You know, there was a lovely inside ball, but again, you stress that it starts at that ruck. It starts with your first couple of plays. Jamal wearing the headband now.
Tony Ayoub needed a step ladder to put the tape around Big Jamal's head there. About a foot and a bit shorter. Matt Scott playing first off the scrum there. Simulating a regular set, front row of first hit up. Try and find their rhythm here. Ben Harris is onto the field for Willie Tonga. He's playing right centre on this side of the field. Carl Webb. Good energy from the former Queensland and Australian front rower. Lots of cross field. Tandy and also Ennis involved in the tackle. Still going here, the Cowboys. Another try here would make it a long way home for the Dogs as Ravelli comes across field looking for Ashley Graham. And who's it off? Off the Dogs is the ruling. No knock on from that man. And a dropout yet again.
Yeah, it looked like it came off your plane first. That's why I
Well, Andrew Ryan is complaining. I must say, I thought it came off the hands of Ash Graham as well. Then I saw Graham chase the ball into the end goal, and I thought, well, hang on, why is he chasing so hard? Not quite sure whether I think they've made the right decision or not, because I would have said that Graham touched the football, knocked it forward.
I would have too. Took the drop out, the ref called it back, said we'll go again. Morley kicks to Payne, then passes to Webb. Big calm. Offload in him and got it off to Grant Ravelli, who stepped off the left twice, beating a tackle in the process. Bowen, short. I thought it was forward from Bolton initially.
It was forward.
Bowen.
It was forward. They tried to play short passing, rushing game down the short side. But the last pass
Cowboys need you guys
pushed
making
forward
an effort.
into a Canterbury player. again, turning the football over. Then you see Bowen on the Bolt.
Yeah.
Pass there from Bolt to Williams was forward, but the baton from Williams and into the Bulldog defender. It's a turnover. Completion rate 50% in the second half from both teams.
Now, we saw Willie Tonga go from the field earlier, and Dr. Sattler's got an update for us.
Yeah, guys, up the tunnel, straight to the medical room. Willie Tonga, as you said, Andy. Now, what he has done is strained his adductor, his groin. They don't know the extent of it. Definitely not coming back on. He's on the sideline as we speak with the fresh reserves, but we'll have scans tomorrow to see how bad that injury is.
Groin injury there for Willie.
Could be the season. We've only 2 games left for the Cowboys.
There he is. He's got the ice on the groin already. Yes, it could well be the season.
The intensity has gone out of this game, hasn't it?
Hasn't it?
Both teams now.
Look, I know it's been a long year for both sides and it's difficult, and they are having a dig. I've got no doubt about that at all, but this is slow motion footy. And apart from a couple of glimpses provided by Ty Williams and Mickey Payer, probably most notably, it has been for a majority.
There's just no intensity in anything they're doing. Now, when they're running the football and they're tackling, they give away a penalty, the Bulldogs. And I think the off-season can't come quick enough for both these teams.
I thought it got them.
Okay, that's the reason for the penalty, a 5-4 count in favour of the Cowboys. And they're at the right end of the field to do something about it. 8-point footy game. They dominate just about every stat. Now, one-on-one with Morris. Ball comes free and forward, so it's no try to Bowen.
Well, that's an interesting call because I thought the Bulldogs were playing at the football and then all of a sudden the ball popped out.
He's lost their forward after they've fallen off.
So Josh Morris is there playing at the football, and I would say continued to play at the football.
I thought Morris was pulling the ball down and using resistance, and pulling the ball up was our Mao, and it came up. Oh, yes. Benny Barber went for a run around but forgot the person to run around. Here is Goodwin.
Oldie but a goodie, that one.
Yeah, the phantom play. As quiet as this game has been, the Bulldogs score a converted try, and it could be a pretty decent old finish. Patton taken around the laces, gets it back to Idris. Idris still going, and to his feet.
If he runs like that, the Cowboys won't be tackling him a great deal in the second half.
No. As a result, you want to see him with the football more often, don't you? As Tandy backs his way in, gets an offload, and it's a good offload if you're a Cowboys fan because Ty Williams has come away with the ball. Well, Patton and Ty Williams, a little confrontation there. I think Ty thought that General was practicing his mixed martial arts skills there. It almost looked like a guillotine. Just a throw to the ground.
Yeah, complaining about attacking the head there, the General. And push and shove. No harm done. Play on.
A couple of lean welterweights there. Watts straight through the middle. Looking for support but can't find any. Flicks it out the back to Bowen. Tandy gets a touch on it. 6 again. Somehow. Here is Nick Sliney. And the Bulldogs are short on the far side. Calling for some support. They find it in the form of Ennis. Bolton! What a run. The tackle was even better from Kamali. Bowen out of Payne. Travelling across field. Inside angled runner here is Sliney. So what a tackle from Kamali on Bolton. Here is Scott, run around with Watts, short ball to Armau. And again, the Bulldogs are up to it. Short side, grubber through, Forced to make a play, and a big play here is Goodwin. Oh, and he's lost the ball in goal.
That's why they put us in pit dash.
Well, he did his best. Bryson Goodwin to get into the field of play, lost it forward. Good work, though, from Anthony Watts. It's been great again tonight. Oh, bit of a tumble there.
Oh, the ref. Jason Robinson. He gets a tackle next to his name.
He handled it well, though, Jason Robinson. The only man I've seen handle it better, the referee I've only seen handle it better, is the great Stevie Teddy Lyons. He was great at getting knocked down.
Yeah,
and getting straight back
up. No, Teddy's one of the hard men. Don't worry about that. Jay Robinson. Ref, and he's maintained control here in this game. He's not going to hand over at this point. Sign of weakness. Idris, absolutely monsters. Grant Ravelli.
Mental toughness.
Despite the fact they're wearing pink. Here's Carl Webb. Watts out of pain. Over back to Bowen. Flicks it to Benny Harris from the doggy. Taken by 4, so numbers in the tackle. It means the line could be stretched. Last tackle. Bowen rubbers through. Patton leaves it behind, and Grant Ravelli scores. And that should be it for the Cowboys. They'll go on and win this one.
You've declared them?
The Dogs can't score 3 tries the way they're going, surely.
Matty Bowen kicking the ball in the in goal. The general makes a play at it, but fumbles it. And Ravelli, who's been good tonight, just places his hand on the football. And that will be the 4th try for the Cowboys tonight. 4 tries to 1. They only lead by 12 points. I think he kicked this, Johnny Williams, to extend it to 14, 20 minutes to go.
Stop the fight,
I'm not prepared. I am not prepared. From what I've seen of the Dogs tonight, I don't think they can do it. But you never know in this type of game.
Not in 3-footy games tonight, I don't think, for the Doggies. I think even the most optimistic and die-hard Doggy fan to be ready for a full-time siren about now.
I think they'll be ready for the full-time siren, but I'm not writing them off.
Okay, roger that. 18-6, kick to come. Easiest one of John Williams' night.
Must be in 10 minutes.
You'll offer up then. I could stop a train, though, with my tipping and punting, so maybe it's time to jump on the Dogs now. 20 points to 6, Scotty Sattler. Do you think the Dogs are any chance?
Oh, Neil Henry hates you at the moment, Andy Raven. But a good try there by Matty Bowen. He's been an orchestrator for most of the big plays here today, but the 2 front rows, Carl Webb has offered a lot of second phase play here today. I think it's been one of his best games this season, and a big effort also from Matty Scott. 15 hit-ups still with 18 minutes to go. A tremendous effort from the 2 bookends.
Grant Ravelli was one of the shortlisters for Nudie Run. No tries this year, along with Aaron Payne and Isaac Armau. And in fact, it's Grant's first try as a Cowboy, so well done. Last try came back early 2008. Here's Scotty Bolton, ran over the top of Ryan Tandy there initially, then attracted both Hodgson and Idris.
Got my thoughts now.
Yeah. You got the pill, Carl.
Michael Ennis, very aggressive in some of the tackles here. He just had Carl Webb chasing him downfield a little way. And still they're talking to one another as the Dogs come back to the 20-metre line to restart play.
Some easy meters there for the Cowboys carrying the football.
Second restart.
Wait till he's set.
He has been good, Carly Webb.
I wonder if Mick Ennis will dart out a dummy half and maybe close to the big Charlie.
No, you stay away from him.
Oh, yeah. Here is Patton going wider. Still going. Benny Roberts looked and thought about getting it back on the inside to the general, who is supporting from the left hip. Here is Tandy. Ennis to dummy half. Loses his footing. Had Idris in support. And perhaps an opportunity there. Kamali back on the inside to David Stagg. Still going Stagg. Now to Patton. Patton! Last tackle now for the Dogs. Wide to Kamali at first receiver. Here is Ben Barber. Over the top to Josh Morris. Grubbers through. Matt Bowen is there. They don't get points, but they get a repeat set.
Well, it opened up everywhere there for the Bulldogs. It opened back on the inside. Then they created some numbers to the left. But once again, just no sharpness in their passing game.
Big moment now for a young man, Jason Tamalolo.
Let's go, Greg.
Making his NRL debut tonight. Let's head down to the sideline with Scotty. A little bit about the young man.
Well, it's a big day for the young guy. He's still at school, 17 years and 3 months. That's his age. Played a game on Wednesday in the National Schoolboys competition, so backing after a pretty hard match. Commentated a lot of his games in Toyota Cup. He's big, strong, a very aggressive runner, but 7 years and three months. What a great achievement.
Gee, there's a bit of him too in the yellow boots. This is him on Idris. And he takes on Idris where the others fail. 17. Goodness. Kamali. Now to Barber. Barber. Looking likely. Back to Ryan. The Bobcat, as he's been affectionately known, plays the ball. Now to Kamali. Barber is there. Snappy work from the inside.
That's a poor set.
Ennis just trying to straighten things here. Does so through Mickey Payer. Last tackle now, and the Cowboys are bunched centre field, so they're vulnerable wide. Barber goes over the top, but the kick was far too big. I think he was looking at the cheer girls down on the fence because the student hit one of them right in the backside.
Hockey's whistle.
Yeah, it hasn't been the Bulldogs' night. But the Cowboys, let's start talking the Cowboys. Some positives, and I'm sure Neil Henry will be happy with the way that they have performed for the first 65 minutes of this game, given that there's been a big build-up of pressure on the Cowboys organisation. A lot of speculation about will the coach survive, will the CEO survive, what changes will they make going forward in 2011. I think the players have shown us tonight that there doesn't seem to be disharmony. If there was disharmony, I don't think they would have performed as well as they have. They started with plenty of intent and enthusiasm. It's waned a bit as the match has gone on, but I think they're a team that are disappointed with the way they've played and want to prove to people that they have got pride playing for the Cowboys.
They've been actively recruiting over the last 2 months or so. A stronger roster, they suggest, for next season. This is Turner trying to get on the outside of Ty Williams, and also John Williams assisting with the tackle. Intercept here. Nick Sliney in a bit of open space, but he's now surrounded by Dogs. Still going. Denied by just a metre. The zero tackle. And knock on is the call.
He's blowing up Aaron Payne. He believes someone was offside. Benny Roberts just tossing it up for Nick Sliney. I think he thought Nick Sliney was on his side.
In Fantasy League on foxsports.com, I wonder if Ben Roberts gets credited with a line break assist here.
I don't know who he is claiming was offside there. I think he was just disappointed because there was an opportunity gone missing.
Payne playing half-back here.
Heads down, ball in back.
He's a good player, Aaron Payne. He's shown us his versatility by being able to play in the halves. He's a much better hooker, but he can adapt and he can play a role for this team there with no Jonathan Thurston. But the key for the Cowboys, I suppose they've been saying it all year, has been consistency, and that hasn't You know, they've been good tonight, but they need to be good again next week and good again against the Roosters in the last round. So they just can't make it a one-off.
I mean, you know, Neil Henry will look at a few things, so to the players from this result and from this performance, and I think it'll come back to basics and they'll just be wrapped with a victory. 5 wins, 16 losses this season as Idris reels it in beautifully. Grubbers ahead, it comes off Matt Bowen, ends up in the hands of Mickey Payer, and it's 6 to go. Brett Kamali now in charge of the football. He straightens and heads back towards the posts. Odd sequence of events, but not the first time in the last 68 minutes. Patton now to Barber. Well taken right around the hips by Aaron Payne. There's Patton linking with David Stagg and getting to within a metre or two, maybe closer. The number 13, he hasn't scored a try this year. Ennis goes through the middle and Michael Ennis scores. The Bulldogs sniffing still.
Well, how often do we say it? The most dangerous man on the field is the man carrying the ball. And just going to sleep there, the Cowboys defenders at marker. Scotty Bolton just drifting out and allowing Michael Ennis to cut back on his inside shoulder. Scoring next to the sticks. This will make it 20 to 10. They'll convert. It'll be 20 to 12, 8-point ball game.
10.5 to go.
Mr. Raymond did declare it.
I did. And if you knew your footy, you would have jumped on the punt straight away. all aboard the Dogs. No, they couldn't be still, surely, could they?
Plenty of time left.
10 to go. Neil Henry.
For a team
that's Cowboy players and their supporters have had their hearts broken a couple of times.
For a team that's won 5 games, you wanted to declare him 20 minutes out. Look, I jumped on after you.
Yeah.
One set after you. But I'm getting nervous.
Young Jason Tamalolo. And here we go. What a crucial set this is for the Bulldogs. Dominant, strong tackle there. Willie Mason with the assist, but the principal was Matt Scott. Going to Brett Kamali, playing out the back now to Ben Barber. Barber popping his head through and out to Steve Turner, and that's been called forward. Oh, not sure about this one. And the referee's saying, I called it. It wasn't the touchy. I called that one. Was your thoughts?
I thought it was okay. I thought it was okay. And the touchy was in a perfect position to rule on that. I think he's in a better position than what the referee was.
Agreed.
Turn the football over to Dogs, trying to score. Benny Barber. He looks dangerous. Every time he's around the football, something looks as though it's going to happen.
Here is Mason tonight off the interchange bench, despite the fact he is wearing jersey 10. Was swapped with Carl Webb, who played starting minute footy for Valley. Already a try tonight, monstered by Idris. Inside the 10-metre zone as they go to Payne at first receiver, now off to Mason. Has just the one try, 21, now 22 outings for the Cowboys this year. Payne, Bowen, inside is Williams. He was the mark player there, and it was well read defensively. Last play now, Bowen's their go-to. Across field he goes. And an awful kick, a wonderful take, and now it is a foot race. Steve Turner v. Ty Williams, and Turner is tiring, but he has enough. Only just.
Carroll's going to check it. Check touch line, touching goal, grounding.
I declared this a try 50 metres out, and Steve Turner looked like he was going on a treadmill for the last 25.
He was slowing down, Stevie Turner.
Even the touchy was catching him.
No, he's in.
He's in.
He's in. That's a try. And after declaring them, the Bulldogs, are they going to pull off a miracle here?
You can hit the corner post with your feet now, of course.
Yes, they changed that rule a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh, what about that left foot of Turner?
No, that's okay.
No, all good?
Yeah, all good. All okay.
Left foot on the ground.
Yeah, no. That's a try. That's a try, and this game is now there to be won. Both teams in contention now for the 2 points. And the Cowboys have been terrific for the opening 65. Probably don't deserve to lose the game, but the Bulldogs have hung in there. It was a poor kick from Matty Bowen. They were flat. Yeah. The line was flat, and I think they were expecting a grubber kick at the posts. But he puts it in there. Look at everyone along the 10-metre line. And there was no one out wide looking for a crossfield kick, so there was a breakdown of communication. There's Stevie Turner on the treadmill. Ty Williams, terrific chase. He actually got quicker over the 100.
Ty, yeah. Stevie was gone. He's had a busy night. Goodwin to get them back within 2. Oh, just wide. They were going to have to score anyway, but now it's going to need to be a try. And not just a penalty goal to get back level.
Yep, Stevie Turner. Crossfield kick. He couldn't believe it. His eyes lit up. And there we go. Putting the big ones in. Ty. Great chase from Ty Williams. Not giving up on the chase. Cowboys fans are now starting to become nervous. Actually, they were nervous 20 minutes ago when you declared them.
The 16 here for the Bulldogs is Chris Armour, the former Eel. Made the jump over to the Dogs, his younger brother Nathan. Here they go. Ball to Andrew Ryan. Nicky Payer providing it and up over the 40-metre line. This is Ennis. Dummies inside, goes outside to Idris. He was the first Bulldogs try scorer. Palms off a couple and proves difficult to bring to the ground. Tamalolo and also Bolton, the 2 men. Back to Patton. Now here he is, Ben Barber. Off to Josh Morris. Morris has set sail for the line, and he gets there. What a comeback from the Bulldogs. What's happened?
Well, the Dogs just playing at a speed at the moment that the Cowboys cannot match them. Just going wide, Josh Morris throwing the dummy and then going one-on-one with Matty Bowen, slicing through the tackle. Ennis out of dummy half, onto Kamali, onto Patton, out the back to Barber. Just some poor defensive play there by the Cowboys. The Cowboys are the ones that look out on their feet, and the Bulldogs have got all the energy. It's an important kick coming up from Goodwin on the sideline. He missed his previous one.
3 tries in 6 minutes for the Dogs. Are we going to be in for another golden point thriller? The first hour was pretty difficult, wasn't it, to get through even watching at home, wherever you may be. Probably a long hour of footy. We've livened it up in the last 20. This to lead. He gets it! The Bulldogs in front for the first time tonight.
You have to feel sorry for the Cowboys. Nothing has gone right for them this season. They look as though they are going to win a game, and the kiss of death is put straight on them.
20 minutes out. The way this has gone, it may not be over. They're going to get one, maybe two more sets at the Bulldogs. I speak of the Cowboys. Morris, the try scorer. Can't get away from Graham on this occasion.
Anything can happen here. Anything can happen.
Goodwin, what a kick from the sideline at 20 all to break the deadlock. 3 minutes remain. Ennis. Out of dummy half, was looking for a penalty against Willie Mason as David Stagg goes to dummy half, gets it back to Brett Kamali. Downfield he goes and into touch, and that'll soak up plenty of time for the Bulldogs, who are in no rush. The Cowboys, though, they are. Cowboys have only scored 3 tries in the last 5 minutes of games all season. So, statistically unlikely.
You wouldn't be getting on.
No.
You'd be saving your cash. But.
So you could have got on
Matt
the Dogs
Bowen.
10 minutes ago.
Yes, you could have done. Matt Bowen is still in this football team. Aaron Payne and Anthony Watts are still out there. They can conjure up a little play here. Who knows what may happen.
Bulldogs are 0-10 when trailing at half-time this year. Could this be their breakthrough? 2 minutes remain. Watts. Ben Harris. Wouldn't they love Willie Tonga back on the field? Jonathan Thurston watching on as well. Watts across field looking for something. Anything. Tackle number 4 right on that centre square. Payne goes to Ravelli. Plays it to Bolton. He backs himself into the line. Trying to free his left hand, his carry hand. Last tackle just on the 40. We go to Grant Ravelli. He goes to the air. A kick with just a little too much depth on it. And as a result, an easy take there for Bryson Goodwin. 90 seconds remain, so the Cowboys won't get a full set in reply to this one, which makes pressure and no penalties crucial. Slowest play the ball of the year to Luke Patton. Award the gold medal now. Right on the 30. Inside the final minute, Doggy supporters, you may well have stolen one here tonight. Ennis plays it. Back to Kamali. Looking for the sideline and finds it. Awkward bouncing for John Williams there. Didn't make a play at the football. And the scrum is packed. Time is off with 29 seconds remaining.
Well, 30 seconds to go from the scrum. The Bulldogs will be happy to defend from a set start. I think you need your big guns in the back line, although some of them, like your Willie Masons, had to form that scrum. But Bowen and Watts are together. Bolt is out there in the centres.
Bowen is the go-to. That's him with the football. Stepping, beating one. Can't beat Barber. Good tackle from young Benny Barber. There's Ben Harris. 10 seconds remaining, so the final play here for North Queensland. Watts across field. Out the back to Ravelli. Spins it near side to Willie Mason. Out to Ashley Graham. Tries to put it over the top and is taken by Goodwin, who runs it into touch and almost straight up the tunnel. An amazing victory for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. They post just their 8th win of the season. They've scored 3 tries in 6 minutes late, and have defeated the North Queensland Cowboys by the tune of 22 points to 20.
This has been a Fox Sports production for the National Rugby League Partnership. This program brought to you by